Sync sound.
Sync sound.
Here.
Talking to that, see how it sounds.
Sync sound. Sync sound. Hey, my name's Daniel Paisley, and we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm currently...
I want you on that side.
Why are you telling me now? I'm trying to do my introduction.
That's fine.
Well, this is bullshit. Hi, I'm Daniel Wakefield Paisley from Manual for Speed. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the 2018 Tulsa Tough. It's Friday, the early afternoon before the race begins, and we're waiting for Daniel Holloway. We are here with a 98 Roadrunner and a bucket and a chair and this building, which is emblematic of Tulsa. It's like a beautiful building. It's taupe. It's kind of tan, and nothing's happening. And that's what Tulsa's got a lot of these kind of nothing happening but beautiful taupe tan buildings. So I'm gonna go sit down on this chair right here. This is Daniel's bucket, and Daniel, we're gonna interview Daniel Holloway. What are your Palmares? Daniel Holloway. No, you gotta tell me. No, you gotta tell me, what are they? What are your number one? No, you gotta tell me and I gotta tell the camera. Number one global beast? Yeah. Okay, and what else? Husband to Becca Schepps. So it's global beast, Becca Schepps, some bike stuff. Got it. Yeah, you could just ride in. How are you? Where are you gonna put your bike?
You gotta just adjust the cranks.
Yeah, get the cranks where you want the cranks. Daniel Holloway. I know that he's won a lot of shit and done a lot. He's very fast. He's thick. Well, that was Justin wanted you on the bucket. And I know that he's well known. Like, you're one of the more well-known racers in America, right?
Yeah. Right now, the last 4 years have been pretty hot.
You're hot.
Like Tulsa, it's hot.
Like Tulsa, it's hot. Okay, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Just tell the world what's going on with you, and then I'm gonna look for your interview questions on my phone. So you hold the mic. You hold the Bob Barker.
What's up, Bob? Daniel Holloway, cyclist for Texas Roadhouse Cycling. We love buns.
Let me stop you a minute. Maybe you could be a little bit more. You're excited.
Hey guys, Daniel Holloway here with Texas Roadhouse Cycling. Whoa. Yeah, we're at Pearl Zumi, all these cool sponsors. Bike racer, Crit Star, Crit's my thing. Also with the velodrome, the banked oval inside on wood thing, splinters if you do it wrong. But yeah, we're doing that. So doing these crit racing is fun stuff. But the new shimmy, the new jam is track cycling. Going to Tokyo. Let's go to Tokyo.
What are you gonna do in Tokyo? Why? What do you mean the new? How new? What are we talking about new?
I mean, track's not new. It started at all. But the my new game, my new old game, is track racing. And what's in Tokyo is the Olympics.
Oh yeah, that's a big deal. We're gonna have to stop handing it. I'm just gonna put the mic in your face. Hey, I got a question for you. Has anyone ever? Does anyone know that you were a speed skater? And has anyone ever maybe confused speed skating with rollerblading? And if they did, do you care?
It's mentioned on just about 80% of all podcasts that was my roots. And I still protect skating. It's deep in the heart that rollerblade is a brand, and it's preferred to be called inline skating.
Like Kleenex we're dealing with here.
Yeah. The wheels are in line.
Inline. Hey, so when you say 80%, so not that many people are gonna know.
No, people probably don't listen to my podcast.
we have people aren't going to listen to this either, so we share that in common. Have you ever seen the movie Airborne, which is about a kid from California who is forced to move to Cincinnati, Ohio, and all his troubles are solved through the friendships he makes through rollerblading? If not, if you haven't seen Airborne, would you like to see the movie Airborne?
So is this the one with Little Bow Wow?
My notes don't reflect that. This is a note for Klaus. If you're watching this, maybe a follow-up question would be, or some details, or maybe I could do some research myself. Let's assume that it is.
No. Then no.
Would you? I bet you it's like a Gleaming the Cube kind of a thing, or BMX Bandits. Have you ever seen Gleaming the Cube?
No. Before my time?
Skateboarding, it's whatever.
I do like Land Before Time, though. That's a good one.
Right, that's a different... Okay. When you were on Garmin Chipotle development team, did you get a discount or a magic black card that you for free burritos? When you were on Garmin Chipotle, did you all you can eat, or what was the deal?
Yeah, the card was silver, stainless, pretty hefty. It was annoying to carry around, but it came in use when you wanted free Chipotle.
How many burritos could you eat a day?
Personally, I could probably pack down 2.
When you say pack down, I'm thinking like he's going to say 8, he's going to say 8, he's going to say 8. 2, regular people can eat 2.
Yeah, my Chipotle burrito has everything on it, so probably 1 is equal to 4. So I guess it all adds up to 8.
So even your burrito is a winner.
Always a winner.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to talk about from those days, Garmin Chipotle?
One hell of a time. Have you noticed our knees have been touching, and it's like we're both slightly moist?
It's really
it's just close enough.
It's really weird. Yeah. Also, I'm sweating.
Do we lean into this, or do we lose space?
I think we see where it takes us.
I'm on board with that. Yeah.
Great. Do you get free steaks at the Texas Roadhouse now that you're on that team?
We are allowed unlimited peanuts. We are human like everybody else, and we also are allowed unlimited buns like every human. We'd all treated equals regardless of what we do for the brand.
So no.
They treat us well.
Cue fire truck. Okay, your nickname is Hollywood. How bad is this audio? Can you hear the fire truck? Woo!
We got heat stroke, Tulsa Tough, day 1. Heat stroke.
Fuck, I don't want to get a heat stroke. Why am I sweating so much? Okay, your nickname... Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just getting it right.
Okay, so your nickname is Hollywood due to your last name, but did kids in school call you... Oh, wait. Your nickname is Hollywood due to your last name, but did kids in school call you Danny No Way or something like this? This is a stupid question. Which Hollywood is better? The Hollywood in central Los Angeles or the city between Miami and Fort Lauderdale where I guess this is also that city, Hollywood, is where Klaus, the guy who wrote these questions, lives. Anyway, Hollywood, or the other Hollywood on the East Coast?
West Coast. I'm a West Coast boy all day, every day.
Like the real Hollywood, right? Yeah. If Hollywood speaking of Hollywood, if Hollywood made a movie about your life, who would play you? Who's you? Who's actor you?
Ooh. If we could ever get Jonah Hill skinny, that'd be kind of rad.
Is Jonah Hill going to be upset with this or flattered?
I mean, he'll look better and he'll go fast on a bike, so I'm sure he'll be flattered.
Do you know not everyone wants to go fast on a bike, right?
100%. But we just get
100%.
We just get him a motor.
Do you think that Jonah Hill rides bicycles?
Twice a year?
I mean, he might just like beach cruising around. Also, he did slim down recently. He's not like super... Was it super bad? Yeah.
Super fat and super bad.
He was super fat. I mean, really, gonna have to edit some of this out. Okay, Jonah Hill. So we're gonna go with Jonah Hill?
Final answer, Bob.
Who do you think... That guy has no idea that we're sitting here with a 69 Roadrunner.
No.
Who do you think has more followers on Twitter? You, Gallagher, the guy who smashes watermelons on stage? You or Gallagher? Who has more followers on Twitter? Dan Holloway or Gallagher?
I'm gonna say him. I stalk on Twitter. I get my info on Twitter and then heat people back on the other platforms.
Would you like to know the answer? Would you like the reveal?
Please reveal, Bob.
So you have 2,766 followers on Twitter, and Gallagher has 879.
Victory!
Also, do you even know who Gallagher is? I do.
Yeah, dude, he's got the big curly hair, glasses, and just smashes shit on stage in front of people.
I mean, you both kind of smash shit.
Yeah, one's a watermelon, and me is just other people's soul.
Ooh, dark. The good news, you win a $10 million gift certificate. The bad news, it's only valid at Hudson newsstands and airports for the next 10 years. What would you buy with it? So you just won $10 million because I guess because you got the Gallagher question wrong.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to buy at Hudson News Outfitters at the airport?
I would straight be like Ellen. I would just go to an airport. I'd buy like the cheapest flight, and I'd be like, you get a water, and you get a water, and you get gummy bears.
You just give shit out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be you'd be there for a couple minutes. $10 million in gummy bears and back to watermelon, and Cliff Bars and Snickers and Tic Tacs and shit would take a while.
Faster than you think with elevated airport prices. But then I'd just be like, yo, George Clooney, I'm playing you in real life. And I'd be like living in an airport on Hudson News, giving shit out.
Wait, George Clooney does that?
Yeah, remember the movie? Like, what?
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks.
George Clooney was in another airplane movie.
Yeah, he was up in the air.
He was firing people. I don't want to be George Clooney.
No, he was up in the air.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but also Tom Hanks had a shitty Russian accent in that movie, in the airport one, where he's just like, he lives there for 2 years.
Okay, we'll go back to the other Tom Hanks, and I'd be like stranded in an airport, not by myself, but by myself. You know, like.
Are you doing like a okay, yeah. I like a combo.
Yeah.
Okay, is it okay to pee in the shower when sharing a hotel room with a teammate?
Are they also in the shower?
This question, my phone doesn't say, but let's assume that they're not. I think the question is like, is it cool to pee in the shower? Like, does the just regular shower water kind of deal with it? Or do you think you're like, is that like uncool because you're like marking your, it's like, it's going to leave a residue, or does anyone even care?
Is this pre or post suds?
Pre.
If he's your homie, you could do it.
It doesn't even matter, right? It's the shower. It rinses away. Or does it matter?
For me, it's no problem, huh?
Okay. Did you ever try to knock down a Star Wars action figure with with your farts? Have you ever tried to fart over a Star Wars action figure?
I've never tried to blow anything away with a fart.
Either have I. Also, if I read you this whole question, you realize that, again, the author of these questions is sort of insinuating himself into this. He just wanted to know because he's done that. What do you think about Klaus, someone that we pay money, like a decent amount of money, to help us write these questions? What do you think about Klaus getting inside of your interview for no reason and talking about farts and Star Wars action figures?
It's just the modern era. People insert themselves where they don't belong, in lines in airports or fast food, or you're just trying to order at Starbucks and somebody chimes over your shoulder that's just not appropriate.
Right? Also, as a winning crit racer, people trying to get in your way, that probably is a thing too.
Yeah, it becomes quite annoying on the daily.
Everyone's trying to get in your zone.
Yeah, but it's heavily guarded.
You have a heavily guarded zone.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh. Favorite all-time movie?
Oh, man.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Recent favorite all-time movie.
Recent all-time movie.
And/or favorite app.
Let's go like Marvel's Ragnarok was pretty good.
It was.
Yeah. So it's pretty comical. It's like I I could just rewatch that pretty regularly in the current state of mind. Favorite current app? Just been like slaying a lot of battery life on Redfin, but now that process is gone, and now it's Bubble Popper. I spent a lot of time with Bubble Popper.
What's Bubble Popper?
It's like you remember that like old 80s arcade game with, or not 80s, but like 90s with like the little aliens. It's basically like connect, like shoot bubbles and connect colors, and they blow up, and then.
Let's just say that I do know. You're talking about a video game, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can you beatbox? Like, I can't even. I don't even want to demonstrate beatboxing to demonstrate, so to see if you could. Can you beatbox? I think it was great. I think that was great. I think that was great. Okay. I like the bucket too. Do your best Robert De Niro impersonation.
I was about to do one, and I heard my voice, and it was Christopher Walken.
Sure, we'll take it.
You see here, we're gonna go to the bank, and we're gonna rob them. We're gonna take the money. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. We're gonna get out of there, take the money, and we're gone.
Dude, I wouldn't have done that. I think you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do your best, me. Impersonate me. What? There's nothing that you don't need to do that. Tell us a joke.
Oh man. Wish I would have. That would have been a good pre-question. Like a couple of these would have been good pre.
Could have texted you that.
Yeah. A good joke. Guys trying to race crits.
Inline 4 or a straight 6 on the BMW E12. Pick one and tell us why.
Oh, straight 6 all day long.
Tell us why.
Oh, it's the classic engine, more power. It comes with the 4-speed dogleg, I think. Yes, it's the get power to the ground. It's the original 5 Series. It's very, very good-looking car. The bumpers on the Euro models are very tight, it's very slim. It's just, I wish I had the Euro bumpers. I have a E12. It's a red burgundy. It's sitting at my parents' house in California, and I really wish that it's in Colorado with me, but also the Euro bumpers are very nice. I wish I had.
I mean, speechless. What's your dream car? Or did you just tell us about it?
No. The dream car, I would love the original NASCAR Daytona with the Richard Petty 43. It's the nose, the big wing, 200 mile an hour on the big oval. Super good. I don't know why I go German when I talk about American car.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I guess I get it. What, Cholula or Tabasco or Red Hot?
Cholula all day long.
I think I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't hate the Tabasco Chipotle, the one that they have at Chipotle, but I don't Cholula.
I think us, like the fairer complexion, the lighter hair colors, the Tabasco's a little too acidic.
I don't like Tabasco. Okay, what is your favorite smoothie? Tell us about it. Dan Holloway walks into a smoothie joint. Dan Holloway walks into a smoothie bar and he buys, is it like a strawberry sunrise, like an orange moonlight? What are you getting?
In high school, we went to the Jamba and we got the chocolate mood. Got the big doggy with protein. So I'd say that, like, yeah, chocolate mood, protein.
Do you ever have any recurring dreams?
Yeah. I'm late for an important race, and I'm scrambling to get my kid on, and I chase, and I chase, and I chase, and it's like 100 meters away, and I never get there.
Are you fucking with me, or is it, because if you really have that dream, I'm stoked.
That one, and then I have another one where it's like I'm in a race, and there's a hill, and my legs lock up, and I just get dropped. But mostly it's the one where I'm like late, and the peloton's just like right there, and I can never catch it. Chasing.
What sign are you? What astrological sign are you?
I'm a cusp Taurus Gemini, May 21.
What does that tell us about you?
Strong like bull, but I've got just forethought of a Gemini.
So what does that forethought get you?
I see shit other people don't see.
Like you're clairvoyant, or you see into the future, or you can do like remote viewing?
Yeah, like I see things before they happen.
Wait, are you again? You really? I'm gonna believe you if you tell me. But you really, you're in the Matrix?
I mean, like mostly in bike races, like I have a pretty good finger on a pulse of like, yeah, when shit's gonna happen, like crashes and how things are gonna work out.
So you have the. I was gonna make a bad joke. Never mind. What is your favorite snack? If I'm going, you know what? I'm gonna see Daniel later, and I wanna. First of all, Daniel or Dan?
Daniel. All letters.
All the letters.
All the letters.
I feel like you get shortened to Dan all the time.
Yeah, it cracks me.
Why don't you tell people no?
It depends who it is. There's a small select people that get the 3-letter name, you know, and like I know that they're not doing it on purpose. You know, their heart's in the right place, and it's just like, you know, there's that bond. But most people, I always be like, Daniel, please. But it's awkward when you're like, they start calling you Daniel, you're like, Daniel, and they're like, it doesn't hit them.
You feel like a dick.
Yeah.
Also, like, that's rude. You meet someone, you're like, hey, my name's Christopher, and they, oh, nice to meet you, Chris. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Yeah. Totally. Get it together, people.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to meet my friend Daniel, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bring him a snack. What should I bring you?
I'm assuming you're in Boulder.
Yeah, in this instance, yes.
So Whole Foods has these $1 cookies. They make them. They're like, some are vegan and some are just regular, but either or are the most addicting things on this planet.
Like chocolate chip?
Yeah, it's like a chocolate chip cookie. It's like that big.
I know the cookie you're talking about.
Yeah, they're amazing, and I could eat about 400 of them.
I don't eat them because they have flour in them, and I don't eat flour.
Oof, that's you're missing out.
Dude, I know.
Yep.
I know. Okay, what music are you listening to right now?
It's funny. I just like actually heard the Drake and Pusha T beef going on right now, and they've both released a couple back and forths. So the last like 2 days, I've just been like listening to them in like order of the first one, and then just the response, and then the response, and the response, and it's just been like really interesting to see how they've been like jabbing at each other. It's been pretty cool. But then the new Yee album dropped, and I listened to it through the first time, and I hated it. And then my wife listened to it, and she goes, "That was interesting." And then we got home together.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Re-listen at home, like not distracted. And then you like, okay, it's pretty good. And
it can't be pretty good. It has to be fucking amazing, or not.
The second listen was pretty good. And then it just like, every time it just gets better and better every time you listen to it. Like you just are learning Kanye. And if you...
But do you think that you're making it better in your brain because it's so disappointing if Kanye releases like a mediocre or just good? Like at this point, or do you think you're like your brain's trying to correct it because it's so disappointing if it's just good?
No, like so Becca and I listened to this podcast called Dissect, and the dude dissects albums. So he did Kendrick Lamar, and then he also did Kanye's My Beautiful Twisted Nightmare. And he goes song by song and dissects a song, like the lyrics and the music, like how he actually produces music, and he pulls everything. And you go back and you re-listen to My Twisted Nightmare, and you're like, it's a whole new album. And then that's, once you like understand that process and what he did there, and you go and you listen to Yee, you have to re-listen to it over and over because you miss so much. You can't pick everything up the first time, and so you have to re-listen. And like as soon as you comprehend one thing, it opens another door and another door and another door, and it just like it grows. The album grows the more you listen to it. That's why it's crazy.
I just started liking you more because of that answer.
Thank you. I thought it was already pretty big that you liked me, but...
Well, no, we were buddies, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, you know, albums, like, they're, like first impressions aren't always reliable when it comes to music and art and culture type stuff.
100%.
100%. Sorry. So if the makers of 100% sunglasses, I think, I'd like to think that I'm sponsored by 100%. I'd like to think that you're sponsored by 100%. What do you want 100% to know?
Not me, man. I'm original. I'm authentic. What you see is what you get. I'm pale skin. I got red hair. I go fast on a bike.
It's the second time you referenced your extreme whiteness. Hey, Daniel Holloway, when you're racing, how much effort do you give?
100%.
How much?
100%.
Okay, just a couple more questions and we're gonna go. It cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, we got mild. That's like what, 6% cloud cover.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about racing at all? Do you want to say anything about race? Are you gonna win? Do you want to win tonight? What are you gonna do? Do you know that we're giving away a $500? Not today, tomorrow night for the men preem in the men's race. Do you think you'll win that $500? Will you even try? Are you like, I'm not a preem hunter?
Anybody know DJ Khaled?
Yeah.
What's his line?
I don't know his line though. I just know him from stupid what are the stupid commercials?
It's a song.
I don't know.
It's a song. All I do is win. Win, 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 no matter what.
So you're gonna win everything.
I win at life.
Are you Tiger Blood? No, you're better than Tiger Blood.
Yeah, whatever's like 3 levels above that.
Okay, so anything racing, just get on the bike, go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Tulsa Tough's fun.
Tulsa Tough's probably has a lot of meaning in my heart. I won the first one that ever existed when I was 19.
That's cool.
So it's always fun to come back. Met my wife here, and she took my heart home with her, and then I had to go find it and track her down for that. So that's got a place in my heart. Some of my more famous victory salutes are from Tulsa. So we did like the arrow, the big bow and arrow. Night 2, we did the Dougie last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, it's a fun race. Just like positive vibes here.
It really is. It's a good race.
Yeah.
It's like a really good race. What's the lamest race? No, you can't say that. You can't talk about that, can you?
The lamest.
What is the most challenging race due to conditions?
The $70 criterion with a $200 pay list that goes 20 deep. That's challenging.
Wait, is that a class of race or is that a specific race you have in mind?
Local bike racing. They charge too much and they don't pay back enough.
I get it now. What, viewers, do you have any questions? Camera?
Hit us up.
What's a question that you just dying to be asked but no one ever asks you?
I don't know. That's fine. That's an awkward question.
Where did you grow up?
Born in Wichita Falls, Texas, and then I grew up in the Bay Area, California.
Where in the Bay Area?
My early life was in Pleasant Hill, in the East Bay, and then my later life was in Morgan Hill in the South Bay. Next to Specialized.
Cool.
Yeah, regional.
Where do you go after this?
To the future.
Wait, I want to know. I actually have a question,
Yeah.
real quick. Where do you go? What's the pinnacle? Where do you get to? Have you already gotten to the top?
No, but the goal is Tokyo 2020, Izu in September, August. Yeah, on the track.
So you legit want to be an Olympic athlete?
100%.
Is that in the cards for you? Could you do that?
I mean, I'm confident in myself that if I put the work in, and it's 100% possible. And genuinely, things have to go right, but I think I'm also a contender for a medal.
Okay.
What's the likelihood
What's the likelihood? Wait for this motorcycle. That is the best place to. Will you win? Are you gonna win tonight, tomorrow? How do you feel? Do you hate that? Also, not trying to shame you, but I'm just curious because I ask this question a lot too. Do you hate that question? There's so many things that go to that question.
Yeah, it's bike racing, so you can't control it. There's nothing you can control except for yourself. So it's a frustrating question because, I think I can win. The majority of the time I know I can win, but some of it's not in my control. I'm not a biggest fan of the new course change on night 1. Blue Dome District going, what is this, clockwise now?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, not super, but night 2 is my jam. I know the secret that everybody else knows. They just don't know they know the secret. So as long as I have the legs, I'm really pretty confident for night 2.
That's great. This has been great. Oh, we're done here. This is fucking great.
Dude. Good luck out there, man. Thanks, dude.
Justin, I'm going off mic.